What's happening? Cameron Chardukian here with the Daily Developer Show, the show where we talk to you every single day about how you can become a better developer and how you can optimize your lifestyle as a developer. And trust me, I can tell you all about lifestyle optimization. I mean, look at this hair. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Clearly, I'm an authority in this area. So, what we're talking about today is sleep, and how sleep relates to web developers and learning to code. So as you can see, my eyes are a little red right now. That comes from two things. Number one, it's 2 in the morning, and I just finished an hour-long coding session. So put those two together, staring at the computer for a long time, and staying up late, my eyes are red. So let's talk about sleep, though. Why is sleep important for web developers, and how can we optimize our sleep so that we can either, if you're working as a developer already, how you can optimize your performance at work, or if you're learning code, how you can use sleep to consolidate the things you've learned and learn more effectively. So, first of all, why is sleep important for people that are working with code? Well, first, understand that sleep is one of the most important things for energy renewal, right? So a lot of people say, I'll sleep when I'm dead. Well, that's not the right way to look at things, right? Obviously, we don't want to sleep 12 or 14 hours a day, but we also don't want to cut sleep, like even Elon Musk said. While you can get by with less sleep, it's not worth it, because you're not going to get more done because you might be awake for more hours, but you'll have decreased mental clarity. So in other words, you're giving up sweet, sweet sleep, but you're not going to get more done because you're not able to think as clearly. Now, with that being said, while I do recommend you get however much sleep your body needs, for most people, that's somewhere in the range of 7 to 9 hours a night. I also do recognize that there is a time and a place for skipping out on sleep when you're learning code. So, for example, today I was not disciplined. Last night I stayed up late, and I woke up this morning early, and I didn't sleep in. I hung out with a friend, and as a result, I had to get up early, and then I was tired for today, and as a result, I kind of procrastinated and wasted a lot of time. While I did have some other work to attend to, I did not get to programming today until very late. After dinner, actually. So, what does this mean for you? Well, so let's say that if the only time you have to code is, you start work early in the morning, you start at 7 or 8 in the morning, and you finish at 7 or 8 at night, it might not be suitable for you, or based on who you're living with. You might not be able to wake up at 4 or 5 in the morning and just learn code at that time, so maybe you do have to stay up late. Or, conversely, maybe you can't stay up late, maybe you gotta wake up early. So sometimes maybe you are gonna have to sacrifice on sleep. But this is kind of, this is like a tool in your toolbox, right? So we don't want to be cutting out on sleep every night, but if you do have to cut out sleep occasionally to program or learn code, that could be useful. Another thing to consider is that we can actually use sleep as kind of a way to recover, right? So if you know about the Pomodoro Technique, it's like you go program for 25 or 30 minutes, then you take a 5-minute break. Program for 25 or 30 more minutes, take another 5-minute break. So you can do that, but after maybe 2, 3, 4 Pomodoros, after you've put in a solid 2 hours or more of work, you can get pretty exhausted, and at that point, you might not be able to go do more work. Well, what are you going to do then? The worst thing I think you can do is just go surf on Facebook or Instagram. That's not going to accomplish anything for you. It's not gonna increase your health. It's not going to make you healthier. It's not going to make you money. And it's not going to improve your relationships. So that's probably the worst thing you can do. It's not going to refresh you either to come back to your work later. But maybe you could exercise, or maybe you could take a nap. That's something that I like to do. And here's an added benefit. Many people, scientists say that when we sleep, part of sleep is we're consolidating the information that we accumulated throughout the day. And maybe our subconscious or unconscious, whatever the proper term is, basically some part of our mind is also processing problems when we sleep. That's why often you will go to sleep thinking about something, and when you wake up, you feel like you have the solution. When you were sleeping, some part of your mind continued to work on that problem. So if you're programming and you get stuck, or if you're programming and you get exhausted, I recommend going to sleep. Your brain will continue to work on that problem, and then after you wake up or after your nap finishes, then you'll be able to come back to that problem with renewed motivation. So going back, sleep is important because it's going to give you energy. Naps can be useful because they're going to rejuvenate you. But despite the importance of sleep, sometimes you might have to cut back on sleep to, get code in on a day you were lazy. And the reason I recommend you do that is you're going to keep the habit of coding. And the other thing is, it's kind of like the idea of going to the gym late at night, right? So really you should go to the gym in the morning, or you should go to the gym after work. But if you don't do it, going for a 1 or 2 in the morning midnight workout, that's probably going to actually produce more cortisol than it's going to produce benefits for your body. In the same way, learning to program late at night, it's not the most effective way of going about things. It would be more effective if you were learning the code when your mind was still fresh. With that being said, I say if you're tired and you want to go to sleep, but you haven't programmed or, spent some time learning something new today, I say force yourself to stay awake. Why? 1, you're going to keep that habit going, and 2, like, for example, tonight I went to the the convenience store at 11, and then I programmed for an hour. I smashed that code for an hour. I was programming for an hour, and then I ate, and then I came home, cleaned the apartment a little, and I programmed, did some code for another hour. And now it's 2 in the morning, and I'm recording this video. I should have done this all probably at 6 or 7 p.m., but I put it off. But you know what it's going to do? It kind of sucks to stay up this late. I mean, perversely, I kind of enjoyed it just because I'm trying to work hard in my life. So I kind of enjoyed it. But you know what? It would have been better if I would have done this earlier. So maybe tomorrow I'm going to be tired, and I'm going to regret having had to have stayed up so late tonight. And then that kind of creates the motivation for the next time you're going to procrastinate things. Hey, there's a gun to my head, and I'm going to do this task no matter what before I go to sleep. So if I do this task early, then I can sleep and I can relax. But if I procrastinate, I'm not going to be able to relax to the fullest, and I'm not going to be able to sleep. So I'm going to be programming, and it's not going to be the most effective because my eye is twitching because I'm so tired. But that's going to give you kind of motivation to do things better the next time around. So those are some thoughts on sleep for programming and web developers. Clearly you can see brain's not working ideal right now. I can barely talk. But I hope you got something out of this video, and I'll see you again tomorrow.